Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GTF Podcast Guys Talking Fights, episode 31. This past weekend, UFC 251. How many pay-per-view buys do we have, bro?
1.3 million.
1.3 million pay-per-views over the weekend. So we know everybody watching this probably saw the fights because you bought the fights because they were fucking nasty. We have a new champion at 135 pounds, and then we have two champions who stayed the same.
Peter without an E.
Yep, Petr Yan beating Jose Aldo. Petr Yan.
No, Piotr.
Petr. I like Petr better, too.
Me too.
It's fun to say Petr.
Yeah, they definitely haven't updated the rankings. There's no bantamweight champ yet.
Okay. Yeah, we were just talking about, what's the dude's name who just beat Uzdemir? It was the main event of the
Yuri Prochka.
Yuri Prochka. He beat Volkan Uzdemir, who was ranked 7.
Fuck out.
And he's still not ranked yet. So obviously, like you just said, the rankings aren't. They haven't updated them yet. It's been like 2 days.
No.
Usually they're right on that shit.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway.
Stuck on Fight Island.
All right. There are a couple shots of hot sauce we got to do.
Indeed.
Yes. Me and Vinny got to take one. I say, Vinny, you want to just get him out of the way, bro?
Yeah, let's do it.
Frank's Red Hot.
Just go ahead and suck on that.
So, Vinny, why are you taking a shot?
I'm taking a shot because Petr Yan beat
did.
Jose Aldo in a very highly contested, very entertaining fight.
Who did you bet on that one?
Until
I bet
the last
on
2 minutes.
Waldo.
No, you did not.
Jose Waldo.
You bet me on...
I bet.
Aldo.
You mean I bet you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
I just want everyone to know that I finally won a bet.
Yeah,
Was that your first one?
Say it out loud.
No, I've won him. I've won him before.
Oh, okay.
Against Will.
The only person that was truly excited when Jose was getting murdered on the ground.
I was like, yes!
I was happy with it. I mean, yeah, let's just... Well,
that
Ryan's
was way too many.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Ryan's pouring those. Let's talk about that for a second here. Go ahead, Zach. You were just kind of going a little
You
bit.
just got to call it a little bit sooner than that. That was a little bit too much.
Yeah, how many
that's a little bit
unanswered
too
shots?
much.
Vinny, you said a reporter said like 100?
Yeah, like 100 in that minute and a half
that
or
was,
whatever.
It was ridiculous.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
just
It was
above the
nuts.
GTF. Yeah,
It's
perfect.
above the GTF.
That's
yeah,
perfect.
Exactly. Just above it.
Yep, just above the GTF.
It has a little hat.
Our new shot glasses. So sexy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was good. Petr Yan, man, he's going to be
he
an
looks
issue.
good.
So in an interview with Dana White, the post-fight press conference, somebody asked about Magic Marlon Moraes, and Dana, it slipped out of his lips that I think he started answering the question about Marlon Moraes with, yeah, I mean, he's the number one guy, right? Aljamain Sterling,
Not if he
sitting
just gave
right
the
here in the
title fight
wings
to Jose
waiting
Aldo,
to
he's not.
get that fight. Not really sure how I feel about that.
Aljamain Sterling, who hasn't lost a round in his last 3 fights.
Is that right?
That is correct.
No.
And just
shit.
completely dominated another
Oh,
top
God.
4 guy,
Right.
top 3
in a
guy.
minute, submitted him.
Right.
That's Corey
Sandhagen.
Sandhagen. He submitted.
And I
Cheers,
think,
Vinny.
Cheers.
does everybody here think Jose Aldo won his fight with Marlon Moraes? I don't know
Yes.
whether or not we went back and forth on that or not. but-
Yes.
We all believe that. I believe.
Yeah, so, like, number one, obviously he's not the number one contender. Otherwise, the fight would have been between Piotr and him.
Right.
Okay, so that would have been your title fight right there. And, again, he's not the number one contender because everybody kind of thinks he lost his last fight.
Indeed.
Yeah, they consider that one a loss and a win for Aldo.
And even if he does win, it's not insanely dominant the way that Aljamain just was. Like,
Right.
It was stupid. He's
very
got to have the next
questionable.
one. He has to have the next one.
Sterling is the number one
That's
contender.
your
He
fight.
has to be.
That's your fight.
He really should be. I mean, he is, right? Like, in the eyes of, I think, most MMA fans
I
and the
think
media,
most of the fans would agree with that.
Sterling's got to be
Unless
the
you
next
live
guy.
in Brazil.
Honestly, I think Dana was just kind of talking, not really thinking about it, and just threw it out there. Just like, yeah, he's the
He'd
number
just
one guy,
been up
right?
all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I don't
true,
think...
true.
Yeah,
It was.
It was, 11 a.m. in Abu Dhabi when those ended or something
Right.
like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
They'd just been up all night.
They start at like what? 4
really
a.m.
early in the morning.
Or earlier
Yeah.
than that, I think.
Early as fuck.
Which is
might
ridiculous.
Might have been 4.
I think Jorge was walking into the venue at like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
something
early
like
prelims
that.
were
Like, it was
really early there.
ridiculous. Yeah,
I'm glad they
it's
did that,
insane.
though, and kept it normal time here. Thank God.
Yeah.
Speaking of
It didn't
questionable...
make noise. I just heard it buzz.
Speaking of questionable, Max and
Volkanovski.
yeah, thank you. Volkanovski. I almost said Vulcan. I was like, nope. We already mentioned it.
Vulcan.
Yeah. You guys think
It's
Max won
weird.
that?
Yeah.
I do.
I thought Max won.
I also thought he won.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we all did. That's why I just
three.
took.
It was
That's
close.
why I just took a shot of hot sauce because I had
Max.
I said Max was going to win that fight.
And I said Volkanovski.
I still
you
took
won
the
2.
shot,
Hmm?
but I don't think
So
I
you
should
won
have.
twice.
I did.
I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that I just
point
took a shot, boys. But I did it anyway.
Did you also think Max
It's my
won?
honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely close. It's not like
For
he
sure.
ran away with it or
Right.
anything like that, and he was completely fucking robbed.
I saw the scorecards, by the way.
Yeah.
So the two judges that had Volkanovski winning
Had in the third.
had Max, and then
Volko.
the last three. Yeah, Alexander.
Yeah.
The guy who
That was the
had
toss-up.
the one judge who had Max winning had Max, Alexander, Max.
Really?
Yeah, he
Yes.
gave him the fifth
I would have
round.
thought
the
he gave
fifth.
him the third because
Right.
that third was the toss-up.
Well, that
He gave Max
exactly
the
right.
fifth. He gave
Okay.
yeah Max, Alexander, Max.
Interesting, right? Probably
Yeah.
Alex's
Huh.
best round. The one
Yeah.
judge gave to
Yeah.
Max
Yeah.
Holloway.
And he gave him Holloway the
Okay.
fifth round.
Yeah. Okay. I even more
Yeah.
agree with Dana. Like, what the fuck were they doing?
Yeah, exactly.
It's one thing if two guys give it to Volko in the third and the other one gives it to Max because that, like, okay, I can see you.
Nope.
We're on the same level.
I
And
think-
that other one doesn't make
I
any
think
sense.
Ben Askren tweeted out, and I kind of agree that, like, this whole round-by-round 10-9 point system deal, like, if two guys fight each other and during the whole fight the most significant damage is 2 knockdowns by one fighter, how can that fighter end up losing the fight?
Yeah, it's
crazy.
weird.
It's something different needs
when
to
the
happen.
takedowns don't amount to anything.
Right, because he got right
It'd be
back
one
up.
thing
Yeah.
if Volko took him down, moved around a little bit, had a couple submission attempts or something like that. Not that I think
I
we've
feel
ever
like
seen him go for
so
submissions,
many
but did anything.
Yes.
so many judges put so much on takedowns. I feel like we see that shit constantly, where a fighter is like winning the fight, landing more significant strikes, controlling the octagon, but then their opponent gets like a couple good takedowns later in the fight, and they end up winning because they
Yeah.
did enough to stay in the fight and then got some takedowns, and then they win.
And
It's like,
just a takedown.
How the fuck? Yeah, like got a takedown and like didn't do anything with it. Like didn't get any like submission attempts, didn't land any ground and pound or elbows or anything like that.
Cut 'em
Didn't have like a lot of control time on the ground like the other guy or girl like got right back up. They still win though because they got a takedown.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. And we see it all the time. There's
Yeah.
something needs to happen at least with that. Oh shit. Pour me another shot of hot sauce. Fuck.
What about a third one for you, Will?
Hey, who am I?
Head
Who am I?
movement. Head movement.
Jessica Andrade.
Were you going to have enough hot sauce?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Like I said, I was.
Fuck.
The thing that amazed me most was that it was working.
This is the worst head movement I've ever seen.
Oh. Yeah.
See, I can't call it the worst head movement because it was actually like she was making her miss doing that.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and get into that one. I don't know if we were really clear about what we were just talking about there with the head movement.
Second fight on the main card, Rose Namajunas versus Jessica Andrade, the rematch.
Yep, Rose got the win on that.
So it was a lot closer than I thought it was.
I would say Rose won the first and second round, and then Andrade probably won the third.
It was a split decision, but yeah, two judges.
Or
gave
maybe it
Rose
was
the first
Rose, Andrade, Rose. I can't remember.
Rose definitely won the first
two.
round.
Yes,
For sure.
Jessica beat the shit out of her the third
2 and
round.
3. It was the
pretty
third
bad.
round? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, then yeah. So yeah, Rose, and then Andrade looked great in the third round. She landed really good. It was did
finally
Andrade
found
look
her
like she
distance.
like yeah, I think it was a little bit of two things, right? Is that like Andrade found her distance, she started landing more, and Rose looked like she was kind of slowing down a little bit in the third round.
Yeah.
She looked a little labored, you know.
I think, and I mean, we talked about it a little
Happens.
bit. I think it broke her nose at one point, or at
Yeah.
least fucked it up enough so that she couldn't breathe out of her nose anymore.
the second round.
Because it looked like her mouth was
Third.
wide open for the rest of the fight,
So-
and you were going, "Yeah, she's
I think
having
it
trouble
happened in the
breathing."
like late in the
Yeah.
second, right? So when she came out in the third, it was
think
I thought it was the third because if she was sitting
I
on
think
her
it was the second that she got hurt.
second,
think so too.
So she sat on her stool, and they were like, "Oh, you're good."
Well, will they crack it back
said
into
that.
place on your stool?
I don't know, because it looked like she was missing the bridge of her nose.
'Cause
It looked
no,
flat.
it was cut.
I'm not
She had a
sure.
couple
Yeah, it was a
cuts there.
cut, but I
definitely
thought
She already
cut
has
there.
kind of a flat nose.
She does.
Yeah.
She
Like,
does.
She doesn't have like a.
But
Yeah.
it definitely, when you looked at it, it looked like it was crooked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might have been
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
Might have been broken.
And then she had a
Very much so.
hematoma under her eye.
Yeah,
That happened-
That was the worst.
That
looking
happened
thing
late. That
she
happened
had.
third round, right? Early third
I
round. And I
think
think
it-
it just got worse.
I'm pretty sure that was third round.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The hematoma under the eye or
Yes.
above it?
Under it,
Under it?
under
yeah.
the eye, under
Yeah,
the
the
left,
bigger
under the
one.
left eye,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah,
Yeah, her face got fucked up.
dude, that's the thing.
Just one
like,
side, though.
Andrade hit so fucking hard,
Mm-hmm.
but like Rose easily won the first two. I think we go back into like scoring the whole fight. So if you don't score round by round, does Andrade win that fight? Because she did way more damage. Because if you look at the two of them when the fight was over, like Rose looked like shit.
Indeed.
Yeah,
and
I don't
Andrade
always like
looked
that,
all right.
though.
Like she looked like she had been in a fight, but like nothing like Rose did.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
You know?
always like that, though. Because, I don't know.
Jessica's just a tough bitch. Like,
don't-
fucking Rose kicks her in the
Most
fucking
definitely.
head, and she just takes it.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Dude, she's super tough. Did she used to fight at 135 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she was originally at bantamweight
crazy.
with like Misha Tate and
Yeah.
Kat Zingano and all
Yeah,
them.
she's a big girl. She's fucking jacked.
He's just here with more power.
Guess you could call her a girl. I don't fucking.
That's not very nice.
I'm not
We were
saying
all
she has a
saying it,
penis.
though.
I'm just saying she's a lesbian.
so
She's
not
her
nice.
head shaved. She has a
So not
boyish looking face, and she's
So does
jacked.
Rose Namajunas.
Oh, Rose is pretty.
Rose is a Lithuanian.
She's so
I think she's pretty.
She's a
Poor
thug.
Jessica Andrade.
She's a thug. Thug.
This feels so
Not
bad
saying
for
she's a
Jess.
good, not a good looking human.
I'm sorry,
Just saying
Jess.
she's not.
I
She's
apologize
the
for
opposite
these
of feminine.
I agree.
Andrade. She's
I
just
agree.
not
Heathen.
feminine.
Heathen.
fine.
Heathen's the opposite of feminine.
No, he's just a heathen.
Oh,
I'm a heathen.
Yep.
Low heathen Stevens.
well, heathen.
No, he got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he did.
Do
That
we
was
want to
okay.
talk about PVZ getting fucking wrecked?
Oh,
The
dude,
same
my
arm
girl
ripped
Amanda
off.
Rebus. By the way, I heard her, Amanda, in an interview refer to herself
sent to the group.
as Rebus.
PVZ?
So we no
Yes, I
longer
did.
have to
Yes.
worry about
Tell me
saying
that wasn't
Hebus.
straight up.
Okay.
We can just
Yep.
say Rebus,
Okay.
and it sounds so much better coming off the
Rebus.
lips.
I like Hebas.
Hebus. Hebus. I'm going to say Rebus. She referred to herself as Rebus. So
She's just trying to appease you Americans.
that's fine.
I
Because you're
think-
not American.
I think so as
You
well.
Americans.
You people.
The Americans.
I always say you stupid humans, but
You stupid.
I always say that. But
You stupid Americans.
humans.
What you trying to do, man? You're
But yeah,
trying to win the
what
fight
was
or
in
what?
the first minute or two?
What?
She got her in an armbar.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, she was
First
like,
round.
let's see.
something minutes in.
See how these metal plates hold up.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was the same arm or not. It was just a nasty
was.
armbar.
I think it was.
She
It was
just
a-
went in there, got it, like beautiful.
It was
She
a
was
right
bleeding from the nose though. Rebus was. She got hit by something. I don't know what Van Zandt got her with. I didn't even see.
I think somebody
what-
threw something from
what
the
It was
was.
definitely dripping. Her nose was definitely dripping, and then she got her with a takedown, like a head and arm takedown type
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
And then she went to an armbar from
Just
there.
into the scarf fold.
That's the thing with Rebus is like
Scarful
she can
choke,
strike, and as soon as you go to the ground, Rebus is immediately, in every one of her fights, immediately starts looking for those submissions. She's good with that shit. She's really good. I think she's a future champ. She's like 26. She's got, I think it's fourth
This was
fight and fourth win in the UFC. She's
this
four-
was
4-0.
flyweight.
Yeah, and
So
she
this was her
at
first fight at flyweight.
She wants to fight at 115.
Yeah,
That's what she
straw
said.
weight.
Yeah.
So the next fight, she said she'll go back down. Al actually made a really good point because I like these like what do we do next type things.
Sure. My favorite.
Amanda should fight Tatiana Suarez at strawweight because Tatiana
Okay.
Suarez is a wrestler with
Sure.
good stand up, and Rebus is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner with good stand up.
Sure.
And I think Tatiana Suarez is like top 5 at
I was
strawweight.
curious what she's ranked at.
Pretty sure she was top 5.
She's up there.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a fight in a
What was
little
her
while,
last
but
fight
she's
though?
very-
I was trying to rack my brain right now to figure out what her last fight was.
I think it was her Esparza.
Tatiana.
I think. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it, but I think she was
because
fighting
Sparza's
Esparza.
had a couple fights since then, right? At least one.
Yeah, she definitely
Or
at
two.
least
I
one
think
or two.
She beat.
She just beat Michelle Watterson, and
then
I think
yeah.
she's got a fight coming up.
Yeah, and she had fought Claudia
Angela Hill?
Gadela.
Yeah,
Is it Angela Hill?
Yeah, I think so.
Nina
Come on.
Ansaroff.
That was her last fight.
Was her last fight.
Cool. And she won.
And Esparza
What's she ranked at?
Grasso. 3, I think.
Is
Third?
Nina?
You want to get? Oh
Yes.
man,
Tatiana.
Amanda Riba's taking
Nina-
a number 3 rank.
I mean,
She's 4. Well, she might be higher than 14 now.
she just took down a
but
big
it's a
name.
different weight class. She did, but it's a different
That's
weight
true,
class.
but-
True.
And Paige Van Zandt wasn't even ranked. Granted, it's Paige Van Zandt, but she wasn't even ranked.
Paige Van Zandt was ranked at least the top 10 in strawweight.
No.
No, she was. I mean,
No,
at
dude.
one point she was.
Yes.
She
at
was
she
at one point,
They
but,
hopped
like-
her back into the top 15 just because she said she was coming back. And then when she got dumped out again, she lost her spot again.
Yeah.
Is Nina Ansarov Amanda
Cool
Nunes'
fight, though.
girlfriend?
Yes.
I'd like the
It is,
fight.
right?
Yeah. Wife, I think. Actually.
Yeah.
Wife. Yeah.
Wifey. Yep. Yuppers.
Don't they have a child? They have a child.
They do.
They have a child.
Lucky them.
I love you, child. Main event, motherfuckers.
What?
I know Zach's very upset about this one.
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal and Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman.
Did exactly what we thought he was going to do.
Yeah,
Bore the
He,
fuck out of everybody.
he wrestled him. He held him up against the fence. He kneed him in the thigh. He
Stomped on his
stomped his
toes.
foot. He hit him with some good body shots. Their stand-up was very
Jorge
back.
laughed at him.
He did laugh at him.
Blew kisses.
Yeah. Yeah, Jorge blowing kiss. That was great. Up against the fence, just blowing kisses to his corner and shit.
Yep.
Like fucking around, smiling and stuff. But he got controlled, man. Usman did a good job of controlling him. He did exactly what he should do. When you fight a guy like Jorge Masvidal, who's super dangerous and has a lot of different tools and weapons that can beat you, and you're doing it on 6 days' notice when you have not been preparing for that type of fight, that's how you win, man. That you can't argue that. As much as you hate it, I know you do. And I'm
that
fine either
argument
way.
pisses me off. The whole
That's how you do
the
it,
whole
man.
no, the 6 days thing. I'm like, dude, he was training for him for 4 months before that, and then
Usman?
for a month he wasn't training for him. He was training for
Masvidal.
Burns, and then for the last 6 days he was training for Masvidal again. So
I don't know if he was in training camp for that long for Masvidal because nothing was
Usman's
confirmed
in
at all.
training camp for like a year.
Yeah, but nothing
most
was
of the time.
confirmed, so he didn't know for sure he was going to be fighting Masvidal.
That's who it was, though.
Masvidal knew for sure if he had a fight, it was going to be Usman. So that's what he was training for. Usman didn't know who he was going to be fighting, so he was just in camp, and then they said Gilbert Burns, so he started training for Gilbert Burns.
Oh, no, they
I'm
said
not
Jorge
saying-
before that. Jorge
What?
was the one that they were talking. Everyone knew they were talking to Jorge.
Yeah.
Everyone knew.
Yeah, but I don't think he was in training camp for Jorge Masvidal. He didn't start
But
training
if you
camp.
think that that's who you're going to be,
'Cause he
that's
didn't
who
even
you're
have
going to
a
be
fight
training
yet. Of course
for.
he was
You're not just
training.
going to be like, well, I think they're talking to this guy, but I'm just going to sit over here and train for somebody
I'm just saying,
else.
when he started bringing guys in specifically for the fight that he had a contract coming up for officially, he was training for Gilbert Burns, and those are the type of people he was bringing in.
Well, he had to get out of his own gym.
Also, it's a mindset too, man. Like, you know that. Everybody knows that. It's a mindset. Like, what type of guy are you going to fight? Like,
I just think
Gilbert
that's
Burns,
not
like,
a good
fairly
argument.
predictable. You know what he's going to do. He's really good at what he does. Masvidal, you have no fucking idea what he's going to do. You haven't,
He's going to baptize you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been paying attention to him, but he definitely
Watch
wasn't
those
in the
flying
mindset
knees.
of training for a guy like Masvidal, which I'm giving Masvidal props here. Like, I really like him. I would have been happy if he won. I would have been totally fine if Masvidal won that fight. No issue whatsoever. I
think
don't give
most
a shit
people
about
on
Usman,
the
really.
planet would have been very happy if Masvidal
Yeah,
won.
exactly. Like, I'm not trying to talk smack or say anything bad or good about either one, but
If he wasn't
It
already,
made sense in my head.
if he wasn't already close to being as popular as Conor, if he would have won, would have been no
Oh,
question.
well, I still think it is.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's on the cover of UFC.
true.
It's
Yeah.
pretty obvious that one of the main storylines in that game is going
Yeah.
to be backyard fighting.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's really fucking cool.
I hope they.
That's
I hope
all
they,
Jorge.
I
That's
hope-
all Jorge.
I hope they add that sweet foot stomp in the clinch to that game.
Christ.
Gonna murder
Dude, those
some people
fucking,
with that.
I'm sure they hurt like hell.
Oh, absolutely. They
I heard
hurt. It's just
uh,
annoying.
I heard DC talking about it. He's like, they hurt way more the next day. He's like, inside the fight, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, he didn't say that, but he's like, it's more annoying than
Yeah,
anything else. Like
exactly.
inside the fight, you're just like, okay, sweet, you stomped on my toes again. Sweet, you did it again. Thanks, there's another one. And then the next day, you're like, God, motherfuck, my feet hurt. Why do my... Oh, That guy stomped on my toes 36 times.
Dude, he stomped on his foot so... I think that might have been the shot he landed the most. So
those count as leg kicks.
I don't know what they count as.
Leg strikes.
He actually
they count as leg
I
strikes.
guess they do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
hit
hitting the guy, right?
150 leg kicks, and they were just all toe
He did
stomps.
hit him with some good body shots, though, when he had him up against the cage. He definitely had him with some good body shots. I think their stand-up when they were separated, I think their stand-up was actually pretty even.
Somebody else.
I think Usman had hit him with a jab a couple times, really good jab. Masvidal did good work, too. That was a good fight. Overall, it was a great fight.
I think Usman learned his lesson in the first round and then decided, all right,
Yeah,
crotch sniffing time.
I would say so. Yeah,
To
man.
my bread and butter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think they'll fight again. I think they'll definitely fight again.
They'll definitely fight
I don't
again.
see anyone else beating Masvidal, especially if he has a full camp knowing who's preparing for. Like, I don't know who the fuck beats him.
Well,
Anybody
what's
who's
next
not
for him?
Usman who beats him.
It's tough.
Good question, Ryan.
Hope he gives that three-piece to
Colby.
Leon Edwards again.
To Edwards.
Yeah.
I like that fight,
I don't
too.
think they'll give it to Colby. I don't think they'll even bother.
I bet
Edward-
you it's one of those two guys Jorge fights next.
I think so
If you
too,
want to bet.
but everybody's kind of calling Colby out right now, going, dude, like, shut the fuck up on Twitter and sign the fucking deal.
Did you guys hear what Masvidal said about that?
No.
Did you?
No.
He said he's not going to fight that bum next.
Okay, good.
That does nothing for him. He doesn't give a fuck about Covington. He's not going to fight him next. He doesn't think that that's the next fight for him.
I listened to a
basically, fuck
ton
that
of his pre-fight stuff before he fought Ben, and his huge thing before he Christ all fucking mighty. Fought Ben was, I'm not even going to say his name. I'm not giving him publicity. He doesn't deserve me, like,
Yep.
anything. So I think that's probably the same way he's going with Colby.
Yeah,
It's like, I have my, like, fans, and if you ride my coattails to a payday, that's against my fucking religion at this point. Like, fuck you,
It's
dude.
my religion. Yeah, he said Colby couldn't go a full 5 rounds. He got finished by Usman. He had a full training camp and knew he was going to be fighting him. And he goes, I just went 5 rounds with the guy, didn't get even close to finished, and I had 6 days notice. So
The only
fuck that guy,
significant,
basically.
the most significant strikes on Jorge's face were inadvertent headbutts.
Yeah.
Very true. I like the Leon Edwards fight because I don't think Gilbert Burns is going to be next. Makes sense. He should be next.
If they were gonna give him the title fight
So-
and he gets sick with COVID, you can't take it away from
Yeah,
him.
let's assume here. Very big assumption, by the way.
Despite me may or may not
Right.
thinking that he should have deserved it in the
So
first
let's
place.
assume Burns gets the next title shot. You never know when that could be toward the end of the year, November, December, maybe even early next year. We're already mid-July. Leon's not going to
I hope
want
they
to
fight
wait
again.
around, right? He's not going to wait around for a title
no,
shot.
No. I wouldn't
So
think so.
Leon Edwards versus not Gilbert Burns. Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah. Especially
That
since
makes
they already
sense.
have like some type of animosity
Strong
between each other.
beef.
Yeah. Strong beef.
Yeah, right. Everyone forgets about that. It was like, yeah, but the storyline of him and Colby Covington is like, do you not remember? Not you guys, but
There's definitely
people,
a
I'm talking
way
to
longer-
the general public here, right? A longer history.
Yes.
You're gonna say
Yeah.
a longer history with Covington for sure, but like he fucking punched him in the face.
Yeah.
In the
Gave him
back
a three-piece.
behind after the fights backstage.
That's why he got a title
Leon
shot in the
got
first
punched
place
in the
because he
fucking
beat
face
Leon
by
Edwards.
Masvidal. They were talking shit. And he fucking cut his.
Wasn't that
face.
right before he beat Darren Till?
It was after. It was after.
It was
the
after?
fights.
It was
It was
Look at
after
that,
the
dude.
fights. It was post-fight. Leon
Same
was talking
thing, just a
shit.
couple days
Masvidal
notice.
goes, "Man,
Takes
come
out
say
Leon
that-
Edwards.
Come say that
Couple
to my
days, couple
face, man, and
seconds.
then do.
Yeah, actually,
Gave him the three-piece
you know who
with,
I think?
soda?
You know who I think Jorge fights next? Because he already said he wants to fight him, and this guy.
Nate Diaz.
No,
Connor.
no,
Stephen Wonderboy.
yes,
Really?
Wonder Boy.
and Wonderboy said he wants to fight him too.
BMF versus NMF.
Masvidal and Wonder Boy?
Yeah, think about it. Wonderboy has not fought Usman yet. That'll be a fresh matchup for him. If he beats Masvidal, there's his title shot.
Oh, I don't know. I think
I didn't know that. I didn't know they want to fight each other.
I like that.
Yeah,
Jorge said that if he won the belt, he was going to give the next shot to two guys. It was going to be Nate or Wonderboy. He said,
Really?
I'd like to run it back with one of those two guys.
Has he fought Nate or Wonder Boy yet?
Yes, he lost to Wonderboy.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Wonder Boy's ranked like what,
while
like
ago.
7?
Six.
Six.
Six currently. We'll see what happens. Oh, actually, he probably won't move because Jorge might drop from third. Might.
He's 3. He just lost the champ on 6 days' notice. I bet you he
he
probably
just
stays.
stays?
Who's below him? Leon?
Leon.
He might switch with Leon. Leon
That's
might
the
go to
only
3.
thing that I
Masvidal might
thought
go to
was that
4. Maybe.
Is Burns 1?
Yeah.
Burns is 1.
Yeah.
Burns, Colby, Masvidal, Edwards.
Cold.
I feel like you got to drop Woodley out of there. You got to get him out.
Where's
Yeah.
Tyron?
I guess
Is Tyron at 5?
Tyron's at
How
5.
about Covington? Covington fights Wonderboy and Leon Edwards.
Covington needs to fight fucking
fights-
Woodley is what he needs to fight
That'd
because
be
those
nice.
two have been
That
talking
would
be- Yeah,
shit
let-
to each other for months.
I-
and
Woodley's
Colby
what,
just
5?
won't sign it.
5?
Yeah.
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 That'd be cool.
Both coming
That'd
off
be great.
losses.
Sure.
Why did Tyron drop all the way to 5 from number 1?
He lost to,
one
he
loss?
lost
'cause
to
he lost to
Burns.
Gilbert.
And Burns was like 7.
Gilbert
think
raised the
6.
6 or 7 at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 2 in a row for him. So
That's
And
true.
the last one
That's
before
true.
that was losing his belt, but even still.
Yeah, when you lose to a number 6 guy, 6 or 7, where do you go?
Yeah,
Go to
Colby
5?
Colby versus Woodley, just to like
He had to stay
get them
above
out of the way.
Wonder Boy because he already beat
I like that one. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Colby Woodley.
Well,
That's a good one for Woodley. I feel like to get a good win there. I feel like that would work
I think
for
he
him.
loses.
I think Colby gets hit a lot, and you can't get hit by Tyron Woodley because he knocks you out.
I think
Usman does a good job of not getting hit because he's got a lot of control, and you got to worry about the wrestling. Even though Woodley's a high-level wrestler, he wrestled the fuck out of him that whole fight,
Yeah.
so Woodley wasn't able to get off. And then he fought Gilbert Burns, and Gilbert Burns is really good at not getting hit. He's very, very good at controlling the octagon. What's his name? Colby Covington. He gets hit a lot.
That is
his
not
whole thing
the
is
thing that I would have thought for Colby.
no, it's just punch. Like he throws a ridiculous amount of strikes. He's always pushing forward, trying to move forward, but he gets hit a lot. Tyron Woodley loves to counter punch with a big right hand.
Whose
He
hands are
catches-
heavier? Usman's or Woodley's?
Woodley's.
Think so?
Yeah,
100%.
Even at 38?
Absolutely.
Think so?
He
Yes.
just doesn't land them.
Yes.
But I think he does
He
have.
has not been. His last 2 fights, he has not been landing.
Yeah,
Correct.
But he does have
But
heavier
he
handers.
knocks people out fucking cold. He has lots of knockouts on his record. Usman has like 2.
Think about what happens to Colby's
Woodley has
glass
like
jaw
I don't even
against
know how
Woodley
many.
then.
How many
That'd be
knockouts
great.
does Tyron Woodley have? 9 or 12? I don't even
How many
know.
knockouts?
Hanging off
Yeah,
the
like a
bottom
lot.
of it.
And he then knocked out
Another
Cole.
broken
What
jaw.
fucking movie is that?
I would argue that
Like The
Masvidal hits
Mummy
harder
or
than
something
Usman.
like that, or
Usman doesn't knock a lot of guys out. He probably could if he struck
TKO'd
more,
He
but-
has,
what's his
but-
ass?
Yeah, he's
TKO
got a
Colby.
couple. Yeah. Yeah, there's one. I think he had one other one. All the rest of them are like all decisions, and I think he has a submission or
that
2.
doesn't
All right, so
surprise me.
staying at welterweight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're saying Burns,
It's a
right?
good
Burn,
crotch.
so we're saying Burns gets
Got
the
a
next
big
shot.
crotch, good.
What if Santos, not Santos, the fuck's his name? Not Santos. What the British guy.
Not Santos
Leon
is
Edwards.
not helping.
Leon Edwards.
I got you.
Fuck. Jesus.
Santos.
Not Santos is definitely not
Thiago
British.
Santos.
Like, oh,
Okay.
not Santos, so anyone else?
Edwards. What if
Wasn't even
Edwards
in the
gets,
right division.
what if Edwards gets the shot next?
He shouldn't.
But
No.
what if? Then what do you do? Then I say you do Masvidal versus Colby.
Then I think you do Masvidal versus
Does Colby sign that?
fucking Gilbert Burns.
If Colby's not going to sign up to fight Tyron Woodley, he's not going to sign up to fight Jorge.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
He fights Gilbert Burns. Jorge and Gilbert Burns. Winner gets the next title shot of between who wins between.
You think he immediately goes to like number 1 contender again? Like, hey, here we go again.
Jorge?
Yeah.
If they give Leon Edwards the fight against Usman, I mean Gilbert Burns. I guess Gilbert Burns could wait, or he could take a huge payday and fight Jorge Masvidal. So if Masvidal be willing, and Masvidal would be willing, because if you beat the number 1 guy, now you're the number 1 guy.
Masvidal does
Gilbert
say-
Burns, it'd be a smart fight for him. Like you don't wait. That's probably the biggest
If he
payday he's
loses.
gonna get unless he gets the title.
It's a strong possibility he doesn't lose to Usman. Gilbert
Who?
Burns.
Doesn't lose.
Correct.
Yeah, that could go either
Because
way in my head.
if you're only, not to say that
a
this
good
is
fight.
the only thing Kamaru's going to do, but if his only strategy is going to be able to tackle you to the ground, he's probably going to get
I think
submitted.
Usman can stand. I mean, he's still with Masvidal. I feel like if we went back and watched the fight, they struck a lot more. I think they did a lot more on the feet than we like remember. A lot of what we remember that stands out in our head is like a couple takedowns by Usman and then him holding him against the cage with the foot stomps. The
Body shots.
mediocre, like knee, just staying busy, knees
That
to
was-
the thigh, body
That
shots,
was
hitting him,
18
like stomping
to
on his
20
foot.
minutes of that fight, I would imagine.
Yeah. Wasn't
I
exactly
don't
the
know.
most
It was
exciting.
a lot. It was a lot, exactly though. But it was a lot. But
Yeah.
I think when you go back and look at the actual stand up that they had going back and forth, like Usman did, he did. It was, I would say it was even. It was even between the two, except for maybe the first round. First round, Masvidal looked really good. And I think he was trying to get him out of there early. I think he was trying to finish him early, and he wasn't able to do it. Usman's really tough. And Jorge even admitted himself. He goes, man, his jab, though, like that surprised me. He had a really strong jab. He hit me with a couple times. It got my attention.
Right.
Question.
Yeah.
So we talked about who we think might be next for Jorge, who might be next for Usman, who might be next for the two bantamweights. Who's next for Max and who's next for Volkanovski?
Oh.
Yeah, dude, switching it up here. I like that. And then we can move to the Wednesday card.
Okay.
We got still got two more cards to talk about
Well,
coming up.
Well, I want to go to the bantamweight one after this because I got some names.
Jan and Aldo.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Max, what's next for Max?
That's so tough because let's lay out the landscape right now.
Yeah, so many fights are already made, right?
All right, right now. Do they do a third one?
Eventually.
After there has to be fights in between this.
Because Dana himself has said that he didn't think Max lost, right?
That's fine,
Yeah.
but you can't run it back a third time
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
without
think that's
giving
right. I think
anybody
that's-
else a
that
shot.
holds
You
up-
can't just pause that division.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, exactly.
So Zabit is
Especially
supposed
with
to.
legit contenders. It'd be
I was
one
going to
thing if
say,
there was nobody else
Zabit's
around.
got to take one of them, right?
Zabit is fighting Yair.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yep.
Then you have Ortega fighting Zombie.
Yep.
So it's like, what else is there? And then so Holloway
The main
just
event
fought
of Wednesday.
Cater and Ige.
Possibly.
Dude, if
Are
either
either
one
of
of those
them-
guys who wins,
if
that's a good
Cater
fight for
wins.
Max, dude.
If Cater wins,
Cater
yeah.
wins.
Well, Dan Ige just
Possible.
came off a win, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's at 10. So if he beats
Cater's what, 4?
if he beats 6, if he
6.
beats 6, he's not going to jump all the way to like 4 or anything.
He's not going to be
Okay,
top
Where
5.
if Cater beats him, he'll probably move up a spot at least. I would think. I think he'll hop Yair.
I mean, Cater knocked out
Yair's-
Stevens.
Oh no, Yair just won. Right?
Cater just knocked out Stevens. Cater's he's on a good run right now.
Yair
He's
just
looking
knocked out
really good.
Stevens too. That was his
Yeah.
last fight, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So there you go.
So if Cater wins, he goes to 5.
I mean, he can't move much. I
Yeah,
mean, him
exactly.
and Yair are right there. I guess it depends on what happens with those other fights you were just talking about, with Korean Zombie and Ortega.
And
I think
Ortega.
Max can really
Is
take
that
his time right
scheduled?
now. I think Max
Thought
kind
it
of
was.
sits back, goes back home to Hawaii, chills on the fucking island.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. That's how you say it.
Hawaii?
It's not Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Hawaii. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I think
Hawaii.
is when Israel and Paulo fight in
Hawaii.
October. Are they fighting in October? Israel and Paulo? Because
This
if
hasn't been
that's
made
in
yet.
New
You said Apollo.
Hasn't been made yet.
if that's in I know they're
Apollo
targeting
Creed?
that.
That's
if-
what I was-
If that
Really
is
concerned.
in
not a real
Australia
person.
or New Zealand, then Volkanovski will probably fight there, right?
It's
Then Apollo
supposed
Creed wins, right?
that is supposed to take place in Australia or New Zealand.
So Volkanovski will probably fight on that one, right?
Maybe.
You think October is too soon? Probably not, right?
I don't
he
think it's too
didn't
soon.
take
more months?
significant damage? I don't think.
Volkanovski, who's he fight?
Well, that's what we're discussing.
I
Who?
think if Cater
think
wins,
the
he fights
winner-
Cater.
Volkanovski?
Yeah,
No, I say the winner of Zabit and Yair.
that's not happening for like another month.
Yeah, I don't think he fights then. I think he doesn't fight in 3 months. I think the winner. I think we wait whenever the fuck the fight is. Zabit and Yair fight each other, and then whoever wins that.
If Cater
gets the
wins,
title
what
shot.
will be his streak? What would be his win streak?
Don't know.
Anybody
he-
know off the
3,
top of
4.
their head?
He lost to
Not-
Zabit.
yeah, I was
and
gonna
then
say that
he-
wasn't long ago. Like,
he
he's only
knocked
on a
out Jeremy
2 fight
Stevens.
win streak, I think.
I was gonna say if he was on like a 4 or 5 or something, then yeah, go ahead, give it to him. But if
Nah.
he just lost to a guy that hasn't fought for the title yet, then you can't give it to him either.
Right.
Right.
So that's tough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then
Volkanovski
Ortega
may
Zombie's right there. If Zombie
I mean-
wins, there's an argument for Zombie, but Ortega hasn't fought in a long fucking time since he lost to Max.
not, since he lost to Max.
Yeah.
Which was
Right, so
like
Ortega gets
2 years
Ortega
ago.
wins that fight. He gets one more good one, then he's got a title fight coming
Wasn't
up.
that
But I
the-
don't think
was
Ortega gets it
end
right
of
away.
2019, or was it the end of?
I think it was
No,
December
you're right.
2018.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was supposed to fight Zombie end of 2019.
It's been like a solid year and a half since he
Right.
fought. So Ortega doesn't get it if he wins.
Well-
If Zombie wins, there's an argument for Zombie, but I think the winner of Yair and Zabit
I mean,
is
it's-
the next title shot for
It is.
Volkanovski.
If it happens fast, then you might get Volkanovski again later
Yeah.
this year.
Maybe.
I
Could be
do,
December.
I do like that.
January.
Well, I mean, I don't like that Holloway didn't win the fight. I thought he did anyways.
Well, I mean, he did
But, like,
win.
Right. But with Volkanovski being champ, like there's all these new opponents that you can do with him.
Uh-huh.
Like these guys who had shots against Holloway that probably wouldn't get him again. Now they can fight for the title again.
Yeah.
Like Ortega. What the
Still
fuck?
got, no.
Just turn it off.
Still got a window. You gotta take another one?
Nah.
No.
Just turn it
I mean,
off.
are you
I
sure?
just took one. I'm sure.
Just turn it
more
off.
in there?
Although I think he does have to take one with Vinny. Well, not with
Wait a
Vinny,
minute, what
but
are we
you
doing?
guys made
No,
a bet, didn't
we
you?
didn't make it official. We never shook on
What's
it, and we
official?
didn't do it on the podcast.
What's official?
We didn't. Official is shaking on it or doing it on like recorded video.
I was there. I was a witness.
Not
It
official.
was down. It was in the sack. It was down at the
It
sack.
was in the sack.
It was down. It was down.
sack.
It was down at the sack room.
I don't know, Vin. I don't think it was if we didn't shake on it, and I didn't do it on video on the podcast.
It was somewhat
It,
official.
it was official.
The
it was a
only-
bet.
It's either official or not.
It was a bet.
The only reason it's official to me is because
You said, "Am I willing to put a shot on it?" And I went, "Yeah," but we didn't say yes. Let's do it and shake,
Right.
and I didn't do it.
right,
recorded video on the
hear me
podcast.
out, hear me
Sometimes
out.
I'll sell a car and not shake the guy's hand.
Yeah, that's not
Still
what we're talking
sold
about
it.
right now.
Hear
We're
me
talking
out.
about
COVID,
bet.
you're not
Hear-
supposed to be
hear-
shaking
hear me
hands. What
out.
the
Talking
fuck
about
are we
a bet,
doing
not
here?
sale.
Here's my argument for why it was a legit
Touch
bet.
elbows.
Before our podcast last Monday, they had made it official that Jorge was going to fight him for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said to you, I was like, "Oh, Will, it's official now. Are you going to do a shot tomorrow?" I think it was on Sunday.
Yeah, it's-
and
it's-
you're like, "I'm not going to do a shot until Jorge's in the octagon, those doors lock, and they start fighting."
You said that, and you said right in the group chat,
When you say it like that, I remember that.
and then
I'm sorry, but yeah, I do remember.
right in
what I said.
right in the group chat, Vinny goes, "Will, you are so taking that shot because this fight is happening," and then like the whole like news thing, and then Will goes, "Not official yet, boy," but that was like before it was official.
Yeah,
So it became official, and then that's when you lost the bet.
Just staying out of it.
No, he said when the doors close and they fight, he lost the bet.
I thought he lost a bet. Just
Put a
saying.
little bit in your wine.
A little bit. You're
No.
right.
Spice up your life.
that's a port wine. That's
spicy
spicy
grapes.
enough.
No, I don't think so.
That's a 20% alcohol wine right there, boy.
Okay. I
I'm
didn't
good
say you
with
had to
the
put
hot
more
sauce.
alcohol in it. I said you
Get
had
the
to put hot
fuck out of
sauce in
here.
it.
Get that away from me. I just took 2 shots.
Squirt
So?
it right in there.
I'm done.
You lost a bet.
I'm done.
You lost a bet.
Never shook on it. Didn't make it on camera officially.
Ooh.
Oh, so what? We've done
Talked
bet-
about it.
We've-
Didn't make it.
Yeah, you made a bet.
Didn't make it.
We've done bets where like it's not on the camera and it's not handshaking.
Nope.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. You backed
So
out of
Wednesday
bets?
card?
That's fine.
It's
You can call it
Wednesday?
that if you want.
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
So Wednesday, main. Do you want to start at the main event?
Start
we
it.
miss anything?
The one we give a fuck about.
Yeah, sure. Start at main event.
Cater Ige.
Yeah. Cater Ige. I got Cater on this one, guys.
Yeah.
Calvin Cater.
Cater's
I think it'll
gonna
be a good one.
It should be
a good
fun.
fight. It'll be
Yeah.
a fun,
Both
entertaining
guys
fight.
are whooping ass right now. It's
Yeah.
hard to pick one.
I think Cater knocks him out, dude.
Think so?
Ige's so tough, but I think Cater. You with me on that one?
Yeah, I agree.
He's got so much power. I don't know where it comes from.
Let's put it this way.
The way he knocks people out.
He knocked out Burgos, who we just saw go to war with Emmett,
Yeah.
and Cater knocked him out.
Yeah, he did.
So
Yeah, I mean,
And he
that's
knocked
just
out
good
Jeremy
for
Stevens.
me.
Yeah,
yeah,
Jeremy
Jeremy
Stevens.
Stevens
if
is
Cater
a
knocks
fucking
out
tough
Burgos,
The lasting image I have of fucking Shane Burgos is smiling at the fucking camera, maniacally covered in blood.
So yeah,
and Cater knocked him out.
right.
So,
He separated him from consciousness.
yeah.
Well, it was a TKO, wasn't it? He didn't
No, he-
put him out.
I thought he.
It was a
thought he put him out.
TKO.
He stiff
It was a
him?
TKO. Oh.
Yeah, it was a
stiff
TKO.
he finished him.
I mean, he dropped.
He
him.
did,
He
yeah.
dropped his ass.
Yes.
But so did
Oh, so did
Emmett.
Emmett.
Finished him well.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, but I mean, Cater actually got the finish. He actually
Yeah.
finished him. Fight called. So yeah, that's why I go there.
Indubitably.
Taking Cater.
Indubitably.
Me too.
Who was
It
Ige's
was a hell of a
last
fight.
win before Edson Barboza? Does anybody know?
And that's a sketchy one starting right there because I
Shocking clue.
Yeah, true. I thought Edson
Barboza.
won that
I thought
fight,
I thought
yeah.
Barboza won that fight.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'd probably say Cater takes this one.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it'll be.
Calvin the Tater.
Close.
Mirsad Bektik.
Oh, Mirsad Bektik. Okay.
Dan
yeah.
Eady. Dan Ige
knocked him out?
got a decision.
Oh, decision. Okay.
Yep, it was a 3-rounder.
I
And
think I
then,
lost money on
Then he decisioned to Barboza.
I think I
Nice
did.
Cater.
Ige
Was
did
that
not
before
get your
COVID?
50K.
He beat Kevin Aguilar, decision last year,
Okay.
and he submitted Danny Henry last year as well.
I'll take Calvin.
Yeah, I'm
As
taking
well.
Calvin.
That's the safe.
Put it on the board.
He beat Jordan Griffin, decision. Mike
Ige?
Santiago, Dan Ige did. Yep, Santiago.
Jordan Max Payne Griffin.
Max
Yeah,
Payne.
dude. Jordan Max Payne Griffin. Yep. So
I thought he was a
June
welterweight.
starting from June 9th,
I think
2018.
he is.
The fuck?
I think Max Griffin is.
What
a welterweight.
happened there? How's a featherweight fighting a welterweight?
He
What
lost a
happened?
lot of weight.
Did we have a
6.
Volkanovski situation? You played a little rugby, dropped a little weight.
Ige is on a 6-fight win streak in the UFC right
Damn.
now. Dan Ige is.
So if he wins again, maybe he gets a title shot.
Maybe. He
See,
beats the number 6
dude, it's
guy, then he's on
pretty
a
tough.
7-fight win streak, but he's still
Pretty
10
tough
fighting
to
number
not give
6.
somebody who's on
Honestly,
a 7-fight.
I
win
Yeah,
streak
but
a
he's
title
still
I know.
number 10
No, I
fighting
know.
number 6.
I understand.
But
But they just did that for Gilbert Burns.
his last fight.
Yeah, but Gilbert Burns beat the number 1 guy, not the number 6 guy.
That's
But
true.
Ige's last fight against Barboza, like
Yeah.
he,
Yeah, I know. It was close.
I mean, I thought Barboza won it.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
Doesn't matter
You
what
thought
we
Barboza won? I could see Barboza. I'm trying to think how I felt about that fight now. There's so much shit has happened since then.
It was the night
has
where
not
there
been a
was
long
like
time.
a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah, there was a
I
couple.
think I had Barboza.
that
winning
was when
as
Angela
well.
Song
Hill
Yudong.
lost to
Barboza.
Claudia Gadelha.
And Song
Yeah.
Yudong lost to Vera?
No, he beat Marlon Vera. Marlon
Yeah,
Vera
Vera
won the
won the
fight.
fight.
But he
Yeah,
lost.
yeah, Marlon Vera. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
That was a really bad one.
that was actually a really
Hill was a bad
decision.
one too. I thought Angela Hill. Probably
Speaking of
won
which,
that fight, too.
O'Malley's about to whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley.
He's on
Cheeto.
252.
Chito Vera.
Chito Vera.
Let's go. That's a good fight for him. I love that fight. That's a perfect fight for Sean O'Malley right
Did you
now.
see that video he put out just before that fight was announced?
No.
Where he was talking about
Sitting in a throne.
Yes,
Oh,
he was talking
yeah.
about knocking out everybody, and then he got to Cody Garbrandt, and he's like, "Well, he's okay," and then moved on to all the different dudes he was gonna knock out in that division.
He said Conor McGregor's having a season. He's only fought once. This is my third fight in like 2 months or 3 months
Yeah.
or something.
Oh yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, he fought February.
That was funny.
Then what? However many weeks ago, he just fought.
He knocked out
4 or 5
Two
weeks, 4
first
weeks
round
ago.
knockouts
Yeah,
after
he
a
fought on the
2-year
Whaley
layoff.
card.
Eddie Wineland.
He fought on the
Eddie
Whaley
Wineland.
card, and then he just fought a month ago.
Yeah, 3-4 weeks ago, something like that. And he's fighting
Speaking
again.
of Whaley,
Good
When
man,
is
get in here.
252?
August 15th.
yes.
August 15th.
That's
Yes.
the Cormier card, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Whaley, I don't know if we said, but Rose versus Whaley.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Has
That
to
makes
be.
sense.
Yeah.
Whaley
That'll be
already
tons
said
of
she
fun.
Fucking love
wanted
that.
her.
I
Yeah.
love that. By the
Yeah.
way, love it.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Love it. What else
That'll
this
be
Wednesday?
so much- oh
What
my
else we
God.
got? What else?
Oh shit, we never went back to the bantamweight.
I just almost
Okay,
came.
so
Oh yeah. Go
what
ahead,
what I want to see with Aldo and
Moving
I
on.
okay with Aldo. So Aldo just lost.
Correct.
He said he wants to come back stronger and everything. I think I've mentioned this to
He's
everyone
gonna
here.
keep fighting.
Oh,
at
Dominic
bantamweight.
Cruz.
Dominic Cruz.
Yes,
I want
I remember
Aldo
saying
versus
that.
Dominic Cruz. That could
Sean
be.
O'Malley said he was going to knock out Dominic Cruz in that video.
Seriously gonna knock out everyone. But that would be like okay, 2 legends of like maybe like 8 years ago, like Aldo and Cruz, and like
That would be cool.
they both just lost their last fight,
Yep.
That would be
but
a cool
they can
fight.
but they can still main event with their names, not with exactly with their records.
I mean, even with their records, if you
I
look at
believe
their
that,
record
yeah.
as a whole, no problem. If you look at the most recent fights, I guess not technically. but,
Right.
Does Jose have any delusions of grandeur of making another title run?
I mean, if he's
Because
going to
if he
keep
does,
fighting,
Jose.
I assume.
Because that's a huge drop for him to fight Cruz.
What
just
is he?
'cause
He's
it's-
only like 34 or some shit.
Yeah, he's not that
Yeah,
old.
no, he's not very old.
As far as
I
career
just
goes,
mean-
he's like 50.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
In the wars he's been in, and the guys he's fought. But
But
yeah.
I mean, if he can beat Cruz,
But like I'm saying, Cruz is way down.
and apparently Sterling's gonna beat Jan.
it almost
according to
makes
this
more
guy.
sense for him to fight a Sunset.
he's not going to beat
Who?
Piotr Jan. Piotr Jan's going to be the champ till
Jose.
he retires.
Thank you.
What?
Really?
Hell nah.
Actually, until he fights Sean O'Malley
You know what's-
in about 2 years.
You know what's weird? I didn't even.
You think it would take Sean that long to get a title shot?
Fuck
I think he
no.
beats
I
Marlon
don't think
Vera.
so either.
No.
Then
One
I think
he
he beats
then he
I was gonna
fights.
say he'll get one
He'll
more
beat
fight at the
Cheeto.
end of the year.
He'll
and
beat
then
Cheeto.
he'll fight for it.
He'll fight Cody Garbrandt after he beats Cheeto Vera at 252. He'll fight Cody Garbrandt. He'll beat Cody Garbrandt. Then, before that happens, Jan's gonna fight Aljo. So that'll happen late this year, maybe next year.
Then Moraes.
And then Marlon Moraes is right
Moraes
there.
has got to fight somebody else
Ooh,
first, though.
he's gonna fight someone.
I've got a good question
Maybe
for you
not.
guys that I just thought of.
Sandhagen.
When TJ comes back, immediate title shot for him?
Fuck no.
He said he was gonna get one, but I don't think he does.
He's not.
Fuck that.
It's way too crowded.
Nobody's talked about him in a year.
Yeah, that's a
Dude,
good point.
you know what? That's
He does plan on
That
fighting.
division
Marlon Moraes,
is
actually.
so stuffed
How about
with
TJ
dudes
Marlon Moraes?
that you're just like, who gives a fuck about you at this
I like
point?
that.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
a
I
good
like that.
comeback
It sucks
fight.
for him.
So
but
while
he's
that's all
coming back to
happening,
a low
TJ
division.
comes back and he fights Marlon. So then the winner of that fight has to fight somebody.
They won't give him that fight.
Or
In the
TJ versus
meantime,
Cody
Jan
again.
has beaten Aljo.
That
and
I-
then Jan
Yeah,
beats
see them more like
Yeah, Jan beat who?
Aljamain.
Who?
Yeah,
Jan did what to him?
he beat Aljamain
No.
Sterling. Yeah, he beat him.
way.
You know what's weird?
He
We-
knocked him out in the third round is what he did.
We have a bet
Oh, you
on
think
that,
so?
but it's not official because we didn't shake on it, and I didn't mention it until now on the podcast. That's cool.
And
That's
the fight isn't official yet
That's
either.
crazy.
And the fight isn't official
But the bet is.
but the
They-
bet.
they
so
got-
whenever
they gotta
even
make
if they
that
don't
fight
fight for another
nice.
few years, when it does happen, the bet's
The
That's
bet.
exactly what that
I'll be in
means.
South Carolina drinking hot sauce. So people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I have a bet.
I hope. I hate to see you leave, but I fucking hope so.
I want to be the
I
fuck
hope
out of
that's
here."
where you are in 3 years. If you're still
Hey.
in New York,
All right, I'm going too. Where are we going?
South Carolina.
All right.
You can go train with Steven Wonderboy Thompson.
Actually, you know
I
what's funny?
will.
I will live within 1 hour of him.
There you
So also this
Simpsonville.
Wednesday, Jimmy Rivera and Cody Stamen. Jimmy Rivera and Cody Stamen are fighting.
Jimmy Rivera is kind of on a down slope.
Yeah, he's like
He's
the
still- he's-
gatekeeper of the division right now. Like once you get past him, you're now among the killers. Like you're up there.
You fight for a title. You fight.
We got to create a whole other bantamweight title. There's
I
gonna
don't
be
know if
two
he's on a
champs.
downswing. I mean,
So does that mean that Sean O'Malley
Jimmy
has to fight Jimmy Rivera
has
before he
lost.
gets the
Hold on
title?
2 seconds. Jimmy
think
Rivera
so.
has lost 3 of his last 4, but his losses are to Marlon Moraes, Piotr Jan, and Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah,
In
Okay,
between
those-
there, he beat John Dodson,
that's
and then
true.
prior to that, he was on
He's a solid gatekeeper
Selleck.
for top
he's
5.
a
he
good
beat
gatekeeper.
Almeida.
Yes.
He beat Uriah Faber. He beat.
I do think
All these guys that are
Alcantara.
lower in that division.
You know what?
He beat Alcantara.
what about
he beat
TJ?
Pedro Munoz.
See, when TJ comes back,
he fights Jimmy Rivera.
yeah, because see if
he makes
see
it
if he
past the
belongs
gatekeeper, he gets
Who?
to the top. TJ.
TJ. Although I do like the Moraes thing, it's just that TJ hasn't
Rivera.
fought.
Give him that shot right away.
Yeah,
I can see TJ
especially if
coming back
Moraes is
and
still in
fighting
top
the
3.
winner of Stamen Rivera.
Well, when's he come back?
January. His suspension's up in January.
Yeah, I could see.
And I bet
that.
you this fight's gonna be a banger. So whoever wins,
I mean,
unless it's a-
I
unless it's
see
an early
Jimmy.
win.
I see Jimmy winning it though.
You do?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
Cody Stamens looked very impressive.
He has looked impressive, but like,
Have you seen his abs? Sweet abs, dude.
no, I haven't.
Really?
He just beat Brian. He just beat Brian Keller.
I'm not-
I
How you miss him?
actually
Oh,
do
Kelleher.
think because
Yeah.
Yep,
you
he
brought
beat
it up. I do
Kelleher.
think that after this fight, O'Malley will fight Jimmy Rivera.
Is that funny?
I do think he will, and then he'll fight someone in the top 5.
To the gate.
Cody Stamen, also another guy who lost to Aljamain
I
Sterling.
really hope that
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley just
Aljamain Sterling
storm the
submitted him
gate.
Aside from
in the second round.
aside from
Were we
Marlon
done?
Moraes head kicking Aljamain into another dimension, his only other 2 losses were split decision losses, I believe.
True.
I mean, really, that just shows how good Sterling is and how Sterling really does deserve the next title shot.
Indeed, Dana. Indeed.
You got Rivera winning
Indeed.
this. It's Cody Stamen beating Cody Stamen.
Yeah, because like
Sure.
I was like, oh man, he's got a few losses, but those
Sounded
losses,
like you wanna.
but those losses are like 3, like 3 of the top guys. So,
That's true.
and before that, Jimmy was like on a tear
He was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
the
he's
terror
beating pretty
was
much
on
everybody.
terror.
until he
He
got
was like
head kicked.
It was like win, loss, win, loss.
he
But
got.
to the literally the champ and like the top 2 guys in the division right now.
Indeed.
I watched him get knocked out by Moraes in Utica. It was nice.
Yeah.
I was sitting right underneath this air conditioning
really
unit.
like Uticas.
It was so nice. I don't like Utica, but I did like those fights.
Shout out to Utica. What's up, my Newport smokers?
My Newport smokers. That's what you think when you think of
What's
Utica?
up, my cheap whiskey drinkers?
There's a lot of used
What's
car
up, my
salesmen.
degenerate gamblers?
Whoa.
There's Utica. No more. Say
Used
no more.
car salesman.
Used
don't
car,
live-
Used car salesman.
used car salesmen, Newport smokers,
Possibility
cheap
I'm a
whiskey
degenerate
drinkers, and
gambler.
degenerate gamblers.
So
There is Utica, New York for you in a nutshell.
everyone knows I'm
Love
into
you.
cars. I buy and sell cars all the
You
time.
just lost like 2 or 3 followers.
Don't give
If-
a fuck.
If a car is in Utica, if I see like, oh, that's a really cool car and it's like a really good deal, if I see it's in Utica, I just pass on it because I don't want to go to
We
Utica.
also gained 15 more by me saying.
The Utica
I
haters.
don't know. there such a thing other than him?
Sanad lived in Utica. He's like, Utica sucks.
It does, dude.
It does. It really does.
It's terrible. Nobody wants to live there.
It's a shitty city.
How did this happen? Like, I don't...
How did this happen?
You know who lives there? Greg Hardy.
Because he said he watched the
Oh,
fight
does
in
he?
Utica.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
he
Greg
doesn't.
Hardy.
He
Fuck Greg
totally
Hardy.
doesn't live
Fuck Utica.
No, Greg Hardy doesn't live there.
And once
too
he
much
beat
money
his
to live
wife, he
there.
moved to Utica because it
Damn.
made sense.
Wow.
He's like, I just beat
That
my
is
wife.
a
Guess I better
blanket
move
statement
to
you were
Utica.
for some reason comfortable making.
Dude, the mayor's gonna watch this. He's gonna be like, fuck those
The
guys.
mayor of Utica.
The mayor of Utica.
They don't have one of those.
Hey, he does lives on a trailer.
Do you know someone who lives in Utica?
No.
Why are you so worried?
I'm just wondering why you're hating on Utica so hard.
Because it's just a shitty city.
We do work with a lot of people.
Just
over
is.
there.
It's a shitty
that's
city.
like that's what I think of.
Actually,
It's
Joe
like,
Zigarelli
It's
came
just
from
not
there.
a
so
nice
many
place.
Oh, Fred.
It's just not.
Fred came from there. Oh, wait, did Harder come from there?
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is.
Harder?
I don't even know
Harder?
who that is.
Harder, yeah.
Harder.
Yes.
I guess
Harder,
he does
Zach.
not know who that is.
No. Harder?
Harder.
Okay.
Harder.
Sweet.
Okay, all right.
Harder.
Moving on. What was,
That's what she said.
Your wife's gonna be like, why do they keep on saying harder down there?
Harder.
Butt stuff, Gab. Butt stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Tim Elliott, the co-main event. Tim Elliott against
For some
Ryan
reason, that's the co-main
Benoit?
event
Is it
because the one
Benoit?
beneath it
Is
is
it
higher
Benoit?
ranked
How would you
guys
say
in the
that name?
same
Benoit.
division. Ryan
Benoit?
Benoit.
It's Benoit.
Benoit.
Is it
Benoit.
Benoit?
Benoit.
I'm gonna call him Benoit. He's 10-6.
Yeah, but it's Benoit.
How does a dude who none of us know who's 10-6 get a co-main
know
event?
him.
Exactly what I just
He had
Jimmy Rivera and Cody Stamen. Unless this is wrong.
I just said that.
Well,
The co-main was supposed to
then
be...
I agree with you. I did not.
Thank
hear
you.
The co-main was Frankie
I
Edgar
agree.
versus Pedro Munoz, but then
What he
Pedro
said.
tested positive, and they moved him
That
to UFC.
that would have been a
252.
true co-main event.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, well, this is a bad one
Frankie
to move.
versus Pedro Munoz.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
That
was
was
Munoz
the
positive.
co-main, and
Yep.
then they had to move it to 252 because Pedro got that COVID.
Anything else on that card that anyone gives a fuck about?
Let me look at it real quick, but
No.
probably not.
Although it's on my day off, so I'll be able to watch it.
Goldfish.
Molly McCann's on there.
Oh, Chris Goldfish?
the meatball.
Or Chris Fishgold, not
Fish
Goldfish.
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 You said
Gold.
Goldfish.
Yeah, I did say Goldfish.
Yeah, we call him Goldfish.
Whoop.
Jared Gordon's fighting on there. That's a
Flash
featherweight
Jack
fight.
Shore. Why do I remember that name?
Jared
You
Gordon.
said
That's
Jack
the
Shore
Chris
before?
Fishgold fighting
Yeah,
Jared
I
Gordon.
don't really know much about him.
Oh, bantamweight.
Whose is it?
Jack
Did you
Shore.
guys see that Paul Felder's going to corner
Isn't that
Flash
crazy?
Gordon?
That's
Yeah.
like really cool though.
He's the commentator, but he's going to corner
That's
Jared
really
Gordon.
cool. Because what was it like? His
Why?
whole team tested positive
Yes.
for COVID.
Yep.
Oh,
The whole team, but I guess Felder is part of the same gym or something like
Yeah,
that.
so he's going to corner
So
him.
he said he'd corner him because he's already in the bubble over there.
Huh.
Because he was going to commentate on the fights. So he
Oh.
stepped up to corner him, which is like, really cool.
Abdul Razak Al Hazen. Was that the guy that fought Burgos?
Not sure.
I can't
Names aren't
remember.
ringing any bells.
Thought he fought him in like Buffalo or
I
something.
will say that, yeah, John Phillips, he's on this card. He's fighting some Kamzat Chimaev. Not sure how to say that name. But he's coming off a knockout over Alan Amedovsky.
Wait, where's
Good job, John.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the main,
TKO on
that's
the
the
first round.
main
First
event
round
of the prelims.
TKO. Yeah, he had main event of the prelims. He just had a nice knockout there in his last fight. John Phillips did, so that's one to look for. Keep an eye on him, see what he does in his fight. Other than that, I got nothing for that.
Yeah,
for the card this
Meatball
Wednesday.
Molly. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's a nice card though. It's a good
Saturday
card.
one's pretty sweet.
It's a
Just
decent
good
little
fights.
Wednesday card, you know? Why not?
A little Wednesday. Throw a little Wednesday action in there.
Hump day.
Yeah, we actually have a fucking title fight coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
True.
Figueiredo and Benavidez rematch because Figueiredo couldn't make weight in the last
Yeah,
fight.
let's see if he'll do it.
How
this
did it
time.
end again? It ended in
Knock the fuck out.
Yeah.
Benavidez
Figueroa
got
like
knocked out.
headbutted him, and then
Yeah.
like a minute later just knocked his lights out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
I
Like,
honestly see.
like Joseph was wiping blood away from his face right as Figueroa was like wham, and then just put him down.
The headbutt like opened him up.
This Saturday?
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet card.
This Saturday is Hermanson and Gastelum, yo.
yeah,
hot sauce.
Fatsalem.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
Hot sauce or Hanson.
Oh
And-
shit!
and
I
Hot
didn't
sauce
know
Hermanson
that was this
versus
Saturday.
Kelvin
Now
Fatsalem.
I am excited.
Hey, the Saturday after that, I think is Till versus
Let's
Whitaker.
go, dude.
Kelvin smokes lots of them.
Yeah, Jack Herman. All right, let's go. Okay, Figueiredo Benavidez. I got Figueiredo.
Figueroa.
Benavidez.
Benavidez.
You got, really?
Mr. Megan O'Leary.
Mr. O'Leary.
So we got a split here.
He got
We do.
wrecked the last fight.
Jiu-Jitsu.
He's also
He got headbutted.
He's so much
He was
smaller.
losing before that.
Figueiredo is so big for 125.
He's big.
Like real, like
That's
especially
why he
compared to
couldn't make it.
Benavidez.
That
is
was
a little guy.
that was the first time he'd ever missed weight.
First time ever missing weight for a title shot is
That's fine.
fucked up. That sucks.
Yeah.
It's a
When
curse.
he makes weight this time, he won't be able to. Handle.
True. God damn. All right. Well, I got Figueiredo just dominating and maybe he doesn't knock him out, but
He's
I think
gonna
he
get
definitely wins that
Jiu-Jitsu'd.
fight. No
I think he's
problem.
gonna get knocked out in the first or
By
second.
Mr. O'Leary.
Joe's gonna get knocked
Jack
out first.
Hermanson and Calvin Gastelum.
Kelvin
Awesome
Fast.
Great
fight.
fight.
I think Hermanson finishes him. I think he submits him.
Whoa.
I think Calvin Gastelum gets
okay.
submitted by Jack Hermanson.
Izzy didn't even.
He
Did
didn't.
Izzy finish Gastelum?
No.
No, it was,
Very
it was
close,
very
though.
close in that fifth
Extreme.
round.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was about to knock
like
him out.
4 times.
But I don't think Hermanson's on Izzy's level.
No, he's not even close.
You mean
Gastelum's level?
Well,
No, no,
I
no,
see
no,
what
no,
you're
I don't.
no,
Think, I don't
He's
think he
meaning he's not
necessarily.
gonna be able to
I don't think he is
punch him to
either. I
death.
think. I think Hermanson submits him, man. I think he's able to get it to the ground. I think he submits him.
What's Hermanson's last fight?
He can get a
Uh,
hold
he
of
got
that.
knocked out by
Jared
Cannonier.
Cannonier.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Prior to that though, he was on a tear.
Yeah.
Every time I
He
look at Kelvin
submitted
Gastelum in this
Jacare
division, I'm just
before
like, you're
that.
Yes,
too short.
Jack Hermanson submitted Jacare. He's gonna submit Calvin Gastelum. Calvin
More than
Gastelum,
likely.
dude, I like you a lot. I respect you. If you win, I'll be happy for you.
Thanks
You're gonna
for
get
watching.
submitted this Saturday, bro. Thanks for watching.
Calvin, I'm so sorry
Come,
Tyron Woodley calls
oh.
you Fat Slum. That is not fair.
That's bullshit, bro. Although you do, I don't. 170 maybe to take a look, buddy.
Go back to 170.
You're so small for 185.
I'm taking
I was just
Gastelum.
saying that too. Every time you see him fight, it's like, aw.
He's so tough though. Like
You're taking
They gave that guy a
I'm not taking anything
shot.
away from him, but
He's
dude,
so
he's
good at closing the distance on people.
So
Right.
good. He's
like
so talented.
he closed it on Israel Adesanya. He's got like a fucking 84-inch reach.
Yeah.
Whitaker
That's probably
couldn't do
Izzy's
that.
toughest fight of his entire career.
It
is
was
Calvin
like-
Gastelum.
It was so
It was
much.
like
It was so much
fight
tougher
of-
than Whitaker.
It was
Yeah.
like one of the fights
Oh,
of the
yeah.
year that year. Like it was really.
It was
good.
the fight of the
It
year.
was the
was,
fight of the
yeah.
year. It was the fight of the year.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a hell of a one. But yeah, I got Hermanson there, boys.
I'd like to see Gastelum win, but Jack will probably take this one.
I'm taking Gastelum.
Yeah, really? All right. I like to see him win. I just don't think he will.
I'd like to see him win.
Yeah.
I think he does.
Can he stop his takedowns?
He looked pretty good
No.
in his last fight.
Think so?
Yes.
Gastelum did. He
I
lost
think
to
it
Darren
eventually
Till,
goes to the
right?
ground.
Yeah, it was
But he
a
looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. He lost, but yeah.
Give me Gastelum.
All right. 2-2.
Gastelum? All right, 2-2 again. We're
me
split
Gastelum.
again.
2-2.
The only other one, I
We're
mean, unless you
dancing.
guys want to talk about any of the other
No,
two.
Mark
Diakase.
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 Mark
Mark
Diakase?
Casey.
Yeah.
I was just saying
Is that what you said?
Diakase.
Casey.
Jacase?
Casey.
I don't know who he's
Casey.
fighting though. Rafael Faziz.
Fazeev?
Faziz.
He's fighting Rafael Faziz.
Fazeev.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay.
Oh, Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy's
Duffy's on
Joe
there?
Duffy's fighting on the prelims.
Oh,
First guy to
the-
beat Conor McGregor.
Fazeev beat
Askarov?
Alex White.
Alexander Pantoja?
Yeah, I
October
like.
last year.
Oh, that's a good fight actually.
Askar
That might
Askarov.
be a title
Alexander
eliminator
Pantoja.
for
For
Yes.
flyweight.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the one
I like
that
Askarov.
That's the
Pantoja's
next
the
one
one
that
who
I'm
just
looking at.
knocked out Formiga, right? Oh, he hit him with the leg kicks.
Yes.
He got him with the leg
Yes, yes,
kicks.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the other one that I'm
Askarov's a
looking forward to
nasty
the most.
wrestler.
he is.
He's also undefeated, 11-0.
Askarov.
Askarov.
Askarov 11-0-1.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Give me that.
No.
Askar
What are
No.
you
Askarov?
knowing right now?
This can't be for that won't be a title eliminator. I think Brandon Moreno should have the next title fight at flyweight, right? Because he just
Oh, I
beat.
mean,
That
this
was
is,
his,
This is 4 and 7.
That was
so.
that was Askarov's one. His 11-0-1 was
yeah,
Brandon Moreno.
they got a draw. Yes,
That was his
It was a-
debut, I
yeah,
believe.
it was a
It was. That was a great fight.
What's Askarov ranked at? 7?
7.
7. And he's
Pantoja's at
undefeated.
4, Moreno's at 3.
So he gets this one. He's
But
12-0.
Moreno beat Formiga before Pantoja did, so I imagine he's right up there
Yeah, and
somewhere.
if Askarov wins this,
Pantoja's
it's only
4,
that's only a
Juicy
2-fight
6.
win streak.
Where's
in
Moreno?
UFC with a draw. A draw, a win, and a win.
Ah,
Askarov?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. What are we doing?
Nothing. Asshole.
Okay.
cheer,
Sounds good. Cheer.
cheer.
Anything
Moving
else there, boys?
on.
Anything else there for that Saturday?
Joe Duffy. And
Joe Duffy's cool.
Yoel
this guy, Davi
Alvarez?
Ramos, looks like he could kill people like just by crushing their skull.
Grant Dawson is fighting.
Oh, I love Grant Dawson.
Yeah, he's on the prelims
He's
this
fighting
Saturday.
Nad.
Yep.
Nirmani.
Ned Nirmani. Yep, he's 12-3.
I can never say
Grant
his last
Dawson's 15-1. Didn't he fight very recently?
He did. We also saw him fight in Utica. I think Grant Dawson got like
Minor.
a first round
Fucking Utica,
submission
bro.
last time out.
He submitted Derek
Wait,
Minor.
you were in Utica?
What? Oh, sorry, I meant
Rochester.
Rochester.
Oh, I was about to say. I was like, you
May
were there?
last year. Yeah, he submitted in the second round, Mike Trezano.
That's right.
And he won
Yeah.
a decision over...
Wait, Michel Trezano?
And he won a decision over Julian Erosa.
Yeah.
Oh, Rosa.
Let's
Yeah.
go Grant Dawson.
Yeah, Grant Dawson's a
3. He's
boy.
on a 3-fight win streak right now. Let's go Grant Dawson. I'd like to see him
Fuck
get a nice
yeah.
win this coming Saturday.
Come on, Grant.
That's already a catchweight.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a catchweight, 150.
Do we know why?
I don't know. They haven't weighed in
Grant
yet.
Dawson's a lightweight, right? Is the other guy a featherweight? Is that why this is a catchweight?
Maybe that's why we're going to 150.
I don't know
That
Nad.
other guy doesn't look like a featherweight.
I don't know Nad. I don't know what weight class he is. But it's a
Me neither.
catchweight of 150.
Hmm.
Don't know why.
Nad is
Oh, dude.
nicknamed the Smiler.
The smile.
The Smiler.
I bet he smiles. Ooh, I wonder if he wants to fight a smiling Sam Alvey.
They're both listed as featherweights.
Nad is a featherweight.
They're both listed as featherweights.
Do you-
Nad's, featherweight. Yep. He got knocked out by Mike Grundy in his last fight. That was March of last year. It was on the Till Masvidal fight.
I wonder if they
On the
both
Till
agreed
Masvidal
to
card.
just be like, hey, we can't cut that much weight for this fight.
Maybe they took it on short notice. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe.
True.
Yeah, it is less than a
They
week
called
from
him like
now.
2 weeks ago, and they're like, "Hey, let's do this.
Yeah, maybe.
You want to fight?"
So they're fighting at 150.
150.
That's fine. That's cool.
Last but not least, the
Yeah.
polar bear,
Who's the polar bear?
Sergey Spivak.
Spivak. What's
I just like
is
his
that a prelim
nickname.
fight?
And he actually has a polar bear.
That's
It's
the
the very
first
first
fight. Yeah, first fight of the whole
The
night.
very first fight.
Who's he fighting?
Carlos Felipe.
Some guy that's not real, I guess.
Pinocchio.
It's just a black silhouette.
Wow. He's fighting a shadow.
It's
Shadow
like one of
boxing.
the. Oh my
fighting
god!
Snow
It's a
White.
shadow warrior.
Yeah, holy
Oh
shit.
shit!
Yo,
he's
from
going to
Jackie
the
Chan
shadow
Adventures?
realm for this
From
one.
Jackie Chan
Right?
Adventures?
I wonder if this
Did
is
you guys
another
ever
guy-
watch Jackie
Oh
Chan
my
Adventures?
God,
yes.
Shadow Ninjas?
Yo,
What are they called?
yo.
Shadow Ninjas? What are they called?
Think so. Yeah,
What are they
something like
called?
that.
Fighting Carlos Felipe, another guy, 0-inch reach, 0-inch leg reach.
Wow.
Dude.
True shadow.
How many fucking torsos are just in MMA? This is ridiculous. This is insane.
Who was that guy with just a torso?
Shadow
Last
Khan.
fight? I don't
No,
know.
we were talking about last.
Shadow Khan, right?
That's not right.
It's not Shadow Khan?
Shredder? He was a
Teenage Mutant
You
Ninja Turtles.
talking about the Jackie Chan Adventure?
Yeah.
I don't think they were called Shadow Khan.
Turtles in a half shell.
What were they called?
Why do they call it half shell?
Because it's only half
I know
a
in
shell.
But they have a full shell.
They do.
I don't know.
Power Rangers, they were called Putty Ninjas.
What?
I never watched
They were
Power
called
Rangers.
Putty Ninjas.
What are we calling?
They're
Shadow
like made
ninjas?
from putty.
Who were the bad guys in Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah, the ninjas. Shadow Ninjas or Shadow...
I thought it was Shadow
Right?
Khan.
I
isn't it?
can't remember.
No, it wasn't Shadow
We're
Khan.
talking when I
Shadow
was
of
like
the
10 or
Ninja.
11.
Yeah, this was
Are
like
you
back
looking
in
it
like
up?
the
Yes,
early
I am.
2000s, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, the cartoon.
I
And he
love
had
that
his
show.
daughter Jade, or his granddaughter.
his
No,
niece.
niece, Greg,
Jade.
and grandpa. And
Yeah.
Tofu. I think that guy's name was Tofu.
Yeah.
Killer Tofu.
He was a bad guy, but then became a good guy in season
Wow,
2.
dude, what were they? Shadow Ninjas in Jackie Chan Adventures.
Jackie
What was his name?
Chan. Oh, damn it. How do you spell Jackie?
Shadow Ninjas in Jackie Chan Adventure.
Oh, the Dark Hand was something.
Yeah,
Dark
that,
Hand,
that was the
that was like-
organization.
That's racist.
They had the guy with the, like the regular haircut, the guy with the ponytail, and then they had Tofu. Was this a guy named Tofu?
There was a ginger dude.
The ginger replaced Tofu when Tofu became a good guy.
Oh, okay.
The guy looked
Shadow Hand. Yeah, you're right. Shadow Hand. But they were called something.
No, the Dark Hand.
Dude,
Shadow
Hand.
Hand.
Jackie Chan Adventures. The Shadow Hand are tribes of ninja-like shadow spirit warriors from the Shadow Realm.
They're Okay, then yeah, they're the Shadow Hand, but they worked for the
Shadow
Dark
Hand.
Hand or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
Yeah, but what were the Shadow Hand called? Were they just called Shadow Ninjas? Were they just fucking Shadow Ninjas?
I thought they were called
dude.
Shadow Khan.
While some are reminiscent of ninjas, most simply looked like red-eyed, blue-skinned creatures wearing black suits. Shadow
Yeah.
Hand.
Shadow Hand. Okay, we'll go with that.
Shadow spirits, shadow spirit warriors from
They're
the Shadow
they're
Realm.
looking for talismans, right? The magic talismans. But then after that, they got like rings.
No,
or something.
see? I'm right. Look. The Ninja Khan, the tribe
Yes,
of Shadow
dear.
Khan.
Oh, we have a special
Yeah.
guest.
Alright,
I said
Shadow
Shadow
Khan.
Khan.
Do we have a special guest? We have
Yes.
knocks on your door.
You can come in. Who is it?
Hello.
Hello, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. What's up?
Well, it's just that, I saw Quincy see Vinny outside, and we went out there after I begged mommy, and then I can't go over to the area or ride bikes in the road. And a guest is coming in 5 minutes, so I just said might as well go inside.
Go play with my Corvette. No?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
This is actually a great place to end it. Shadowhan.
I
Good
will.
job. Yeah. Shadowcon. Good job, boy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm gonna go take care of this.
You were really
thing
sad, but
with
then
my
you're like,
kid
no, I
here,
don't want your
and,
Corvette.
Epstein didn't
Thanks
kill
for watching,
himself.
everybody.
He didn't.
Bye.
See you.